On Friday morning, many Kyiv residents woke to the sound of air raid sirens. Kyiv came under fire from airstrikes through the morning, and by the afternoon, Russian troops for the first time reached the northern parts of Ukraine's capital, a city of 3 million people. Kyiv's mayor, former world heavyweight boxing champion Vitaly Klitschko, said, "The city has gone into a defensive phase. Shots and explosions are ringing out in some neighbourhoods. Saboteurs have already entered Kyiv." At 4 p.m. local time, Ukraine's Interior Ministry said its military vehicles were entering Kyiv to defend against Russian troops. The government said it handed out 18,000 machine guns to volunteers in Kyiv, those willing to defend the capital. US officials said they believe Russia's initial aim is to topple Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and decapitate his government. Speaking from what appears to be a bunker, President Zelensky said he and his family remain in Kyiv and they have not run away.
According to the information we have, the enemy has marked me as target number 1, my family as target number 2. They want to damage Ukraine politically by destroying the head of state.
In the early hours of the day, Ukraine said its forces downed a Russian aircraft over Kyiv, which then crashed into a 9-storey residential building and set it on fire. Russia denies it's their plane. Many people squeezed into this large underground metro station to take shelter, and some of them are in high spirits. This man said the situation is very worrying, and after he heard the news that residential buildings had been bombed, he decided to take shelter at this station.
It's safer under the ground. And for example, the shelter in our building is not as far underground as the metro station. That's why I think it's safer, so we came down here.
In a shelter in the right bank of Kyiv, this woman said she came here with her parents and children.
It's hard, but I'm holding on. We have been sleeping, but we woke up to an explosion at 4:20 a.m. near our house. An aerial rocket was shot down.
Over 30 civilian sites have been bombed within a 24-hour period. Most people living at this 10-storey building near Kyiv's main airport are families of former Soviet army servicemen and border guards. All the windows were damaged at this woman's home by a blast from a shell that struck before dawn.
I was sleeping, there was a sharp explosion and I was thrown 3 meters from the room I was in into the corridor. That was it. The glass shattered and there were sounds coming from the street. I got scared and started crawling on the floor.
Her daughter runs a patisserie business and Friday was supposed to be an important day for her as there would be a big birthday party. But the supplies for the party were sprinkled with shards of glass from the blast. Devastated but defiant, her daughter sings Ukraine's national anthem as she clears up the broken glass. The total number of casualties for Friday is yet unknown. UK Armed Forces Minister James Heapy told MPs in the House of Commons around 1 p.m. that 450 Russian soldiers and over 190 Ukrainians, including 57 civilians, number those killed in the invasion. Joanna Conway, NTD News.